Hey folks, it's Chef Kevin. Do you like potato salad? It's a summertime classic. It's a comfort food. And it's great for picnics too. But I don't like the American version, which uses commercial mayonnaise, because commercial mayonnaise is fake. It's a fake food. What I'm going to be making is a herbaceous potato salad using fresh herbs and spices, oil and vinegar. So it's much healthier and much more tastier. That mayo is full of fat and calories, and it's not good. I'm going to put it to you that way. So let's go into the house and get going on this. Okay, so the main player here in the potato salad is the potato. So I'm using small red skin potatoes. They're labeled small, but I've seen a lot smaller than this, that's for damn sure. So what I'm going to do is just cut it up into the sizes that I'll be serving it, as opposed to cooking it and then trying to cut it. This is a lot easier actually. Trying to keep them on the square side, although because it is a root vegetable, that's almost impossible to do. But consistency is one of the key ingredients in a good meal. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with my cutting skills. So I'm going to dice these up and then drop them in the water. Here we are with the finished cut. I try to keep all the cuts consistent. This way they all cook pretty much at the same time. And that's about 1.5 pounds, maybe about 1.75 pounds perhaps. And of course I left the skin on. I'm trying to keep it a little healthy. I mean, potatoes are not considered a health food, but there are some vitamins in the skin, so I'm going to go that way. It also looks better as well. So, okay, I have a pot on the stove with water in it and some salt, so let's check that out. Okay, I have a large cocotte here. This is like 6 quarts, if not even larger. Now that's cold water, and I'm going to put my potatoes into the cold water. You always put the potatoes into cold water because this way you leach out more of the starch. There's some salt. Sea salt. It doesn't have to be sea salt, but it has to be salt. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat on now. Bring this up to a boil. It'll probably take about 5-6 minutes. And then I'm going to cook them to fork tender. Okay, so the potatoes are cooking. And let me show you what else I have here. I have quite a lot of things here. But it's all good, it's all fresh, it's all healthy. There's no fake food here, no processed foods. Everything is good. Okay, so this is not a mayonnaise-based salad, but it is a oil and vinegar-based salad. So you want to use a good quality extra virgin olive oil. I prefer apple cider vinegar. It has much better taste than the traditional vinegars that you may have been brought up on, and it's very healthy. Tarragon vinegar, you don't need it, but it adds a nice little sort of licorice type flavor. It's very good. Salt and pepper, of course, 2 most common spices in the world. I have some pure cane sugar relish. Now, basically anything pickled is very healthy for you, and this adds a sweet tone to it. I'm going to add a little of the juice. It's going to be a nice dish. Parmesan cheese, not traditional in potato salad, I don't think. A lot of those potato salads actually use egg, which I'm not fond of in that situation, but I think the Parmesan cheese will add a nice little kick. Okay, as far as the vegetables go, the aromatics and all that, this is what makes the salad special. Okay, I have a bunch of green onion here. I'm going to dice them up. That's nice and healthy, very tasty. Parsley, of course, the traditional garnish. I have some cilantro. I love cilantro, very herbaceous. And I also have some basil here. That's going to add a lot of flavor, a lot of aroma. I have some celery. That's going to add a nice little crunch to it. It's all going to be good. Okay, I'm going to prep this out and just keep going with this video. The potatoes are boiling away. Now, once you reach the boil phase, it'll take about 12 minutes or so before they're ready. I can just look at these and see that they're not ready at all. I'll give it a few more minutes though. I still have prep work to do. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes or so. I don't know. I didn't set a timer. That's not my thing. Okay. Okay, so it looks, it's translucent, so it looks like it's ready. Let me just stab it with a fork here. Okay, it's a little firm. It's al dente. You don't want it to be mushy. You want it to have a little texture, a little, something you can bite into. So, yeah, I'm gonna pull these off right now and strain that water out, and then add the dressing. Here is my 2 pounds of red skin potatoes, diced and cooked. You can see the steam coming off them. That's what you want in this scenario. So now I'm going to add the dressing. It's an oil and vinegar based dressing, and I'm going to go ahead and add some oil. And you want to do this while it's hot because the potatoes will absorb all that stuff, all the taste. Now just add some oil. I don't measure things out, and I'm not going to tell you specifically how much oil or any ingredient to use. You have to determine that, because there's so many fluctuations and various things that actually matter. Here's a little tarragon vinegar, and if you don't have this, you don't really need it, but I think it works out well. That's about a tablespoonful. It's very potent stuff, so you don't want to overuse. Apple cider vinegar. Couple of tablespoonfuls. Okay, let's toss this around, and if I think it's necessary, I'll add more. What you don't want to do is have a pool of dressing in the bottom, because then you've overdressed. Okay, there is some dressing in the bottom, but it's not a lot. And once I add all these other ingredients, the dressing will soak into the herbs and just come out really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to let this cool. I have a little bit more food prep to do, and then I'll add the herbs and whatever's meant to be put in will be put in. Okay, let's put this puppy to bed here. Okay, the potatoes are cool enough where I can add the vegetables, the herbs and all that. You don't want to add the herbs to a hot salad because it'll just wilt away. It'll just become mush and just have a horrible appearance. And if it doesn't look good, it doesn't taste good. That's just the way it goes. Okay. Enough pontificating. Parsley. It's about a cup perhaps. Cilantro, about 3/4 cup. The basil, that was about 1/3 of a cup. Green onion. I'm going to put a little in at a time because I don't want to over onion it. Nice celery, nice crunch, nice flavor. Okay. Pure cane sugar, fancy sweet relish. Never seen that in a potato salad, but it's gonna go good. Couple of spoons. Not gonna over pickle it. Parmesan cheese. Put some in there. That was just a couple of tablespoonfuls. Again, I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to add one juice of 1 lemon wedge. Nice, healthy, tasty. Who doesn't love that? Perhaps I could have had a bigger bowl. Okay, I'm going to add some sea salt to that. Salt is a flavor enhancer. Add a little black pepper. Okay, I'm going to toss this around, give it the taste test. I'm actually making this for a party tomorrow for a group of local women. So I want to set overnight. I want the spices and the flavors to do their thing, get into that potato and just make it taste good. This is looking pretty nice though. Get some of this. That is really good. The first thing you really hit is the celery. That adds such a nice texture to this whole salad. I think I'm going to add a little bit more salt and a little bit more of the relish. So here it is, folks. I just adjusted it. I put a little more salt, a little more pepper, a little more pickle, a little more cheese, a little more scallion, a little more parsley. It's at the point where I think it's where it needs to be. It's very herbaceous. I tasted it. I wish I could eat this for lunch, but this is not for me actually. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, then subscribe and like. Have a good day. Well, folks, this is the end of another day on the Chesapeake Bay. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to throw me a friggin' bone here.
Throw me a frickin' bone here. Throw me a frickin' bone here.